What is a hero? To me, it's an individual who puts service before self, a person who dedicates their life to helping others. Heroes come in many forms: firefighters, police officers, first responders, and our brave troops. They are the selfless men and women who serve their neighbors, communities, and this amazing country we call America. I'm Dan Bald. I served my country in the United States Air Force. Then I spent 25 years serving the neighbors and communities I lived in by telling their stories. Now I'm on a new mission in life, traveling the country, discovering what fuels these heroes' minds, bodies, and souls. Fire in the hole! This is Hungry Heroes. On this edition of Hungry Heroes, we're in the Lone Star State, visiting the city of Fort Worth. Originally built as an Army outpost, today, the fort boasts almost 1 million residents. And with that many people, good, clean, safe, and affordable housing can be hard to come by. Over the last few decades, time, crime, and the elements haven't been that good to the fort, leaving many neighborhoods in despair and full of problems. One neighborhood in particular is where we'll be focusing in on as we make our way to meet up with the heroes that make up the Rehab Warriors organization. This organization, made up entirely of military veterans, is the brainchild of one determined Marine, Andy Williams. After serving his country proudly, Andy returned home to Texas to become a project manager and developer to help rebuild the fort, one neighborhood at a time. The Rehab Warrior Project has now grown into the nation's first and only certified and accredited workforce development model, which directly addresses veterans' transition back into the civilian workforce. The Rehab Warriors will get some free labor out of this old Air Force Zoomie. But before we get to work, I'm headed to downtown Fort Worth in search of a healthy breakfast spot. Well, it's a little chilly in Texas. Reached out to our heroes over at Rehab Warriors, and I said, where am I eating breakfast? And Andy Williams, the founder, said this is one of his favorite spots, Righteous Foods. They do sustainable type of food, and they take the old classics with a very healthy twist. Let's go in and check it out.
Good morning, welcome to Righteous Foods.
Morning, my name is Dan, I'm with Hungry Heroes.
Nice to meet you, we were expecting you.
Great, what's your name?
Lola.
Lola, this place is amazing, so eclectic. I love it, I can't wait to taste the food.
Adorable. Follow me to your table.
Okay, great, thank you.
Here's that water for you. Do you have any questions?
I don't know. I love that you're taking all these old school classics like Eggs Benedict and burritos and avocado toast and putting crazy spins on them. So how about you recommend two of your favorite?
Pop one swine burrito.
You had me at swine. I love bacon. One of those, okay.
And then the veggie omelet, which has tomato preserves, marinated kale, a side of sweet potato and zucchini hash.
One of each and a cup of coffee to warm up. It's cold out there.
I gotcha.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, here's your swine burrito.
Love it.
And then your veggie omelet.
Thank you, Laura.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Enjoy.
All right, I think because I'm a bacon lover, we better go with the swine burrito. First thing I noticed from the shell to the eggs to the bacon, notice there's nothing on my plate. There's no grease here. It's not weighted down. It's clean and fresh. Love the fresh homemade salsa. And they're gonna making black beans tasty. They got the cheese on top with roasted tomatoes. Great breakfast dish. Now let's dig into the veggie burrito, shall we? Ooh, look at that. Healthy, clean ingredients, not weighted down with heavy sauces, not over-seasoned with salt and pepper, just you taste the food. So my advice, and I see why our heroes love this place, if you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area and you're getting a little tired of all the heavy weighted down barbecue, you're looking for a healthy alternative, I'd give Righteous Foods a try.
Bye.
Oh, that was so good, Lola. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Really appreciate it.
We do have a little shirt for you to remember us by, a little Righteous shirt.
Thank you, thank you.
You're welcome.
So
It has a
nice.
little message for you on the back, just a reminder.
Righteous. This is my message?
Yes.
Well,
you die, so.
yes, if you eat bad, you will die. So eat clean, like it righteous. Actually, eat righteous.
Eat Righteous.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
It was good having
Had a lot of fun. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. After some clean eating over at Righteous Foods, I decided to take a little ride around the neighborhood, and I ended up heading to Arlington to visit a very unique taco bar. Well, that was a nice ride from the fort, as the Texans call it. And Andy told me that when in Arlington, if you want a good taco, you gotta check this place out. It's called The Cartel. I love the name, Taco Bar. Let's go inside and check it out.
Hello, welcome into Cartel Taco.
Hey, I'm Dan with Hungry Heroes.
Jack, nice to meet you, Dan.
Jack, nice to meet you. So my friends over at Rehab Warriors, I don't know if you've ever heard of them, based out of Fort Worth, said when they're in Arlington, this is the place to get the best tacos around.
They know exactly what they're talking, man. The best around.
All right, can we get a seat?
Yeah, let's get you a menu and get you seated.
Cool.
What can I get for you to drink, man?
Well, I'm usually partial to old fashions.
Oh, we got the best one around, man. I'll go knock that out for you.
I like this guy's confidence.
Here you are, boss.
Nice. Queso and the 2 tacos. Let's do it.
All right, sounds good.
Thank you, Jack.
All right, here we are. Here's going to be your chips and queso with the chicharrones as well. This taco on your right here is going to be the blackened chicken. And then this one on your left here is going to be the pulled pork.
Jack, thank you. I'm gonna give her a try.
Yeah, absolutely.
Appreciate
Enjoy.
you. The chicharrones is a totally different twist versus the old school chips and queso. Let's try these tacos, shall we? You think tacos, you think Texas, you think big, hearty. The blackened chicken actually with the avocado and the fresh cherry tomatoes is actually very light. You taste all the ingredients, so much flavor there. Love that one. But I'm actually looking forward to this one because when in Texas, you better do some barbecue, right? And I'm thinking with this cartel sauce on top, she's gonna have some heat. Here we go. Woo! That pulled pork one's got some heat. Whatever is in that cartel sauce, that one, a lot of flavor profile going on in that one as well. But I gotta say, the blackened chicken, now I see why that's their #1 seller. Matter of fact, I might have to order another one. Oh, I have
everything for you.
It was great, Jack. Thank you
Awesome.
so much, man. That cartel sauce on the pulled pork, whew, that'll light you up.
No joke.
And I understand why that blackened chicken's the best seller.
Oh, absolutely,
So good.
man.
Tell the chef, great job.
Awesome. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
coming
brother.
in.
Yeah,
Have a
take
good
care.
one.
Now that I got a lay of the land and I'm fully fueled up, it's time to ride back over to the fort and meet up with the heroes that make up the Rehab Warrior organization. As I make my way into the neighborhood, you can see that the Rehab Warriors are making a real difference in this neighborhood. Andy,
Hey,
what is going on, brother?
welcome to Texas.
So good to finally meet you face
Yes,
to face.
sir. Welcome to Fort Worth.
Well, the fort, as you call it, right?
Yeah.
You've been hard at work here.
Yeah, a lot of work.
Is that yours?
Yep, that's one of ours. That one's one of ours.
one of yours.
This is one of ours on the market, and we're actually trying to go pick that one up right now.
You are a busy guy.
Yeah, we're busy. We're busy. Let's go meet the team. They're inside.
I hear you're gonna put me to work. Up next, Andy introduces me to the rest of the veterans that he's trained and put to work in the fort. Then it's time for Andy to cash in that free labor voucher I promised him. Then a bit later, we'll sit down and go one-on-one with the heroes that are working hard to rebuild the fort. Hungry Heroes is just getting started.
Isn't it funny when we're working, we live off our income? So why in the world would anyone think you should live off your savings in retirement? How would anyone know how much savings to use each year? If you take out too little, you didn't enjoy your retirement. If you take out too much, you can run out of money. I happen to believe that reliable, dependable lifetime payments are a much better answer. And when they grow to fight inflation, that just makes it even better.
To get your complimentary consultation, call 877-424-6748.
Welcome back. On this episode of Hungry Heroes, we've traveled to Fort Worth, Texas to meet up with Andy Williams and his fellow veterans who make up the Rehab Warriors organization. Along the way, we stopped by 2 local restaurants that our heroes enjoy, a trendy popular breakfast spot called Righteous Foods, and a sassy, saucy taco shop called the Cartel Taco Bar. Now it's time to meet the Warriors and get to work.
This right here is the historic South Side. And again, what we're doing is, as Rehab Warriors, we're rebuilding the fort.
I love it.
And it's a team effort. Same thing we did in the military.
Yeah, that's right.
So here's from our team.
Hey, guys.
Dan Ball is here to visit.
Hi, I'm Dan. Nice to meet you.
As veterans, as we're all coming back home, we're all looking for our next mission. So this is This right here can transfer to any city or any neighborhood. So all I'm doing, 76104 is my neighborhood. Our team is training veterans to go back to their neighborhood to build their teams to rebuild their communities. This was a lot a year ago. And now it's a brand new construction home that we're gonna find for a nice family. And then Ken here, who runs government affairs, is gonna be working with the city to put a homeless veteran in here, whichever comes sooner.
So Andy, you've got more going on here, you know, because you're rehabbing communities that need help. You're helping homeless veterans. You're helping these veterans to learn a trade and then put some cash in their pocket.
Yeah.
And you're hoping to make this go nationwide.
Exactly.
That's like 4 things you're doing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good thing you're in the Marines. They taught you well.
Yeah. I love my country, right? And more importantly, I want my daughter and my kids to understand that it's a duty to make our country better. And there's some things that are bad, but there's some great things. And I really want them to understand that the veterans are the great people that we pour into.
So Jerry, how long ago were you in the Marines?
I got out September 2021.
So in just over a year, you got out of the service, you meet this guy, and you're already a project manager building homes.
Yes,
and now
sir.
you're trying to even start your own business doing it.
That's correct.
That's amazing. How did that all come about? How did that happen?
I've always had it in my head that I wanted to be something more, right? I was thinking small, maybe just real estate agency, a couple of rehabs. Ever since going through the program, Andy's opened my eyes up to development. So yeah, this is your standard 3-2, 3 beds, 2 baths.
Can we see this brand new house and then check out some of the stuff you're building?
100%.
Okay,
All right.
show me around. This is a beautiful looking home.
All right, so this is an open concept, all white kitchen. As you can see, we have recessed lights, gives it that nice luxury feel. Here we have the laundry room.
And then this plan also comes with a detached garage, so it's universal. And it works with most of these neighborhoods, because most of the neighborhoods around the country that actually look and feel like this were built in the 50s.
Right,
with this
those inner
housing
city
stock.
neighborhoods are small cottage feel type.
Exactly.
The lots are small. The homes either you're going to rehab or tear down are going to be small. But you made great use of the space.
Yes.
A couple more bedrooms down here.
A couple more bedrooms, and we got a shared bathroom. So think about it this way: when you build these homes, you just want to have care. You want to care a little more, right? So you look at the tile, you got quality tile. And so what we want to do is put good products that's going to last, because we might keep it as a rental, but we also want to give the people the pride of ownership in living in something that is healthy, and it also makes them happy.
Well, this home, great example. Beautiful new home. But it doesn't just poof start like this.
No.
It starts from the dirt, ground
Yeah.
up, right? So I know you got some other projects, and you said you're going to put me to work.
Yep,
Let's go, guys. I won't mess anything up, I promise.
All right, appreciate it. All right, Jerry.
Let's get to work. What can I do?
All right, Dan, what I'll go ahead and have you do is just do the spacers between the headboard and the upper studs, as you can see right there.
Okay. Now the key is going to be, are all these going to come in right? All right, the moment of truth. Oh, now wait. Now you want them firm, you want them snug. That'll fit. Give it a little tap with the hammer. How about the other two? Let's see now. That one, okay, that one's a little loose. I got 3 out of 4. 3 out of 4?
I'll give it to you.
This is where you say, don't give up your day job. You forgot that part. Now, Jerry, how quick do you guys put one of these up? What does this thing take you?
3 months.
Really?
Yep, 3 months is our target. 4 months is what we say, just for any unplanned events like weather.
Okay, Jerry, what's next?
Now, let's just move up the lumber to get ready to use.
Some manual labor.
Yep, let's just do one at a time so you don't get hurt on me.
Hey. Just because I was in the Air Force doesn't mean I can't carry heavy stuff like you jarheads, okay?
Last one, Dan.
Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, up.
All right, there we go. Seriously, I mean, you gotta love coming home, proud Marine, and now you're helping to serve your community and rebuild stuff like this all within a year's time. I'm just blown away on how quick you guys fast-tracked all this.
Yeah, well, it's like Andy said, gives you that sense of purpose.
Right. Anything else I can do?
Yeah, well, Dan, what I like to do is walk around the project site, make sure it's safe, hammer in the nails that aren't all the way in.
Okay. Oh, I see one down here because I almost caught my foot on it.
Oh, better.
That would have been a bad one for somebody. These all look good. Let's keep these workers safe.
Jerry, where the hell is Dan?
I don't know, you're supposed to be right behind me. Dan, are you okay?
Can a guy get 5 minutes? Man, these contractors are pushy. Okay, jeez.
Got some more work for you down at a rehab house.
All right, so we saw a new one.
Yep.
We saw one under construction. Rehab.
Now we're going to talk community and rehab.
Nice.
This house right here, they moved out because of the crime. So what we want to do is build new to remove the blight, reduce the crime. Here's what's cool, Dan. There's a tax abatement on this neighborhood where if they do a repair, it freezes their property taxes for 10 years.
Wow.
So I don't have to worry about displacement, right?
Right, because people think, oh, that's just a guy looking to make a quick buck.
Exactly.
He's a flipper. And you're like, no, 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 this zip code is now my new home and I'm gonna help you to return it to its glory. I'm gonna revitalize it.
Exactly. I want to rehab the whole community.
Andy's mission to rehab the entire south side of Fort Worth is getting closer and closer to becoming a reality. And coming up on Hungry Heroes, I'll try my hand at a little community beautification. Then we'll sit down and break bread with our heroes to find out what fuels their minds, bodies, and souls. Hungry Heroes will be right back.
Travis Mills was in Afghanistan for his third tour of duty, volunteering. He set his backpack on an IED and now is one of only 5 quadruple amputees to have come back from the war zone alive. 19 months at Walter Reed Hospital, he gets out and says he wants to give back. Wow. He runs the best veterans charity I've ever seen. My wife Sophie and I are matching $500,000 in donations for the 3rd straight year. Our goal this year is more monthly donors. Go to travismillsfoundation.org/Dave. Again, travismillsfoundation.org/Dave.
Thanks for sticking with us. On this edition of Hungry Heroes, we came to Fort Worth, Texas to meet up with Marine Corps veteran Andy Williams and his team of rehab warriors. After trying some great local food joints, the warriors put me to work. But now it's time for a little, well, actually a major restoration project.
This house is very special to me because it's a historical home. We're going to turn it into a community coffee shop. I'm thinking conversations
Wonderful.
and coffee.
Yeah, oh, I can see it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was actually Opal Lee's house, who, with President Biden, established the Juneteenth
Yes.
as a federal holiday.
Sure, I know
This
it.
is one of her houses that I bought from her 2 years ago.
Really? And now here you've got a whole nother crew
Exactly.
of veterans and their workers rehabbing this older historical home.
Yep. Dan, I want you to meet a good friend, Ashton Mitchell.
Hey, Ashton, Dan.
Good.
Ashton's been in the program for about 1.5 years, military officer, still serving.
Air Force, right?
Correct.
Nice, thank you for your service.
Thank you.
As well.
All right, so Ashton is in the program. He's already kind of selected neighbors, so we're in the process of onboarding the community that he wants to go to, which is Abilene, which is about 2 hours away. So if you can work with him on the crew, kind of show him what we're doing, and just Air Force, don't hurt yourselves.
I will not hurt myself, thank
All
you.
right.
I'm so glad you're looking for my safety, though, and I appreciate that.
I'm gonna check back with you in a little bit.
Okay, thanks.
All right.
So, Ashton, he was telling
Yes,
me about
sir.
the historical significance of the home.
Right. This house is very monumental to the community, being one of Opal Lee's homes. Right now, we're going to be out here and we're just going to beautify this bad boy up.
Yeah, and that's where I come in, the
Yes,
free
sir.
labor.
Yes, sir.
Because you're cutting down trees and you're cleaning stuff up before you actually start the rehab of the actual home.
Exactly.
Yeah, you probably don't want to use my expertise for that because I have none.
Yes, sir.
Okay, but manual labor I can do. Put me to work. Uh-oh. What is this called?
Stump grinder.
A stump grinder, okay. All right.
¿Cómo hizo el señor? Muy bien y muy mal. He said he did not so good, but not so bad either, so.
So this is going to be like the kitchen area, sitting area. We're going to do a fireplace here. And then this is going to be like a flex room, so to be sitting. And we're going to turn that into like the barista shop.
Okay.
This is going to be a conference room.
Okay.
And this is where we'll have offices. We've had a lot of break-ins. We've had a lot of homeless, so we're fighting that and combating that. But as we increase the housing stock, what I've noticed is the crime is being reduced.
Of course.
Also, the neighbors are looking out for me. Hey, Andy, somebody's over. So now we're a part of the community.
Beautiful.
Why don't you jump in with me? We'll go
After seeing firsthand what these warriors are all about, Andy wanted to give me a little tour around the neighborhood to discuss the big picture and his goals for the Rehab Warrior Project and Foundation.
Here's a really cool project. This is a 3-acre site. We just removed $100,000 worth of debris and junk. Look at this.
Wow.
You got homeless camps over there. Families with young kids living in this neighborhood. You got homelessness moving through. So me and my partner, we bought this site and now we're gonna redevelop it. It's a huge opportunity for change. But as you can see, I need a lot more warriors. You see right here, we have an empty lot.
There's that Rehab Warrior side
that we've acquired. You see this new house that we built?
Beautiful.
Right? And now we have a rehab that's going on with our task force.
You're almost like rebuilding people too.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these folks, I'm sure they've been living here for decades, are feeling down, are feeling tramped on by the system. You're building them up, and the same with the veterans.
Yeah.
It's amazing what you're doing.
Well, I tell you what, I am excited about this project. This project's the commercial project.
Okay.
So this is really where we're putting our roots down. Rehab Warriors Rebuild the Fort is going to house here, and we're going to do a lot of good.
Ken, nice to see you again. Charisse, all right, so tell me what this is going to look like when we get done then, guys. What are we doing?
Okay. On this side, as we stated, is going to be the podcast studio.
Nice. I love it. Right in the community that you're fixing up.
Yes.
Over here will be mostly the training center. We can set up some nice high top tables in here for training.
You guys have something I can do for you here?
Well, since we want the roof to stay here, we're gonna bring you outside. We got some paint job outside for
All
you.
right, let's go check it out.
We're gonna get your hands a little dirtier here today. Get you some paint and get you a little bit on the mural. So
Show you. I can teach you how to dab.
You're going to teach me how to dab? I can just
Yes.
dab.
Dab, 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 dab,
Dab, dab, dab, dab. I'm not brushing, I'm dabbing.
You're doing happy mistakes.
So these vets put you to work
Yes.
during
Thanks
COVID.
to Andy. Yes, I find work.
That's amazing. I love hearing this. What Andy started with Rehab Warriors, if you start looking how it's trickling down into the community and building and lifting so many people up.
when you remove the blight, you reduce the crime. Because people take pride in their own community again. They get back out and they talk to one another, and that's what the beauty of all this is. We're bringing the community back together.
Guys, I learned so much what you're doing for the veterans, what you're doing for the citizens who've lived here. You're back here fighting this war now to fix it for them. I love this of you guys. God bless all of you. Can we go eat though? I'm hungry. This is a food show.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go eat. Well, my Rehab Warriors, bravo to you and thank you to you guys for joining in this mission to revitalize these neighborhoods, to help out your fellow veterans. Thank you guys.
So when I look at the problem in America, the housing crisis, I just see an opportunity. And the goal for me, and that's why my daughter's sitting here, is for her to realize that when I'm 60, 70, that this country's better.
So after I retired, 27 years total service, I took over the Habitat for Humanity affiliate in Fort Hood area. And then we broke ground on the first of its kind veteran community, 26 homes for homeless and disabled veterans. So we just showed the community what veterans can accomplish. And when you go back after you serve, you don't want to come back to garbage and blight. You want to come back and impact. You want the next mission. And that's exactly what Rehab Warriors is doing with this program and with the veterans, is we're giving them that next mission.
Expand on that as far as the mission of Rehab Warriors.
Where I see the mission is come home and make the place better than what you found it. So that's something that Andy always takes with him, and it's just a Marine thing.
Rehab Warriors helped me to make my transition out of the military. And it gave me that time and space that I needed without sort of rushing me back into the world. So I'm still supported by a family that I know, because these are brothers, and my brothers in arms, right? So, absolutely.
So if there's veterans watching this and they're saying, I'm in a different state, how am I going to be able to help my community in Detroit or Chicago or Baltimore? What would you tell them when they say that?
Boots to the ground. Get out there, walk the neighborhoods, walk the community, shake hands, meet people. That's one of the biggest takeaways I've gotten from Rehab Warriors so far. You gotta live in the community to help the community. You gotta be there. He changed my life, which allows me to change others' lives, help others.
Now you got that mission, you're gonna complete it, and you're gonna pass that on to your son, the next generation. Sky's the limit for Rehab Warriors. God bless all of you for what you're doing. It's amazing, really is. Well, Andy, unfortunately, our time has come to an end, but I just gotta say, brother, I have learned so much. Your Rehab Warriors and your Rehab the Fort project and making jobs and putting veterans back to work and then cleaning up neighborhoods like this, God bless you.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having us.
I got a surprise for you, by the way.
Really?
Thanks to our friends at Sheeran Farms in North Carolina, big farming operation, family owned and operated like your business.
Love that.
Here's a check for $5,000. Train more vets, clean up more neighborhoods, keep making America better.
We're going to put it to work. We're going to support some of those deployed. I appreciate it.
We love you.
Safe travels.
Yep. Take care, Andy. See you next time. Until then, keep the rubber down and the paint up. Don't forget to honor the heroes among us.